So you're sitting there playing COD Warzone, you're shooting at a guy, you hit him with what feels like 30 bullets, and he ends up killing you in like 3 or 4 bullets. Well guys, there's something wrong with the accuracy in this game, and I'm going to tell you guys how to actually have the perfect aim for this game mode right here, for this battle royale, and actually hit all your shots no matter what the distance, and it doesn't even matter. So we're going to get into it, guys. Great tips within this video. I got 9 tips for you guys that I want to share in order to get a lot more kills. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Call of Duty Warzone video. Season 3 is starting today, so that's actually super exciting and I can't wait to actually play it. I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna make this video first, then I'm gonna hop on and probably play a long time. But I want to tell you guys some of these things that actually help a lot with the accuracy within this game. So I played a lot of it, I've died a lot to a lot of like BS and stuff like that, but it does happen, it's in the game, and it just sucks. But we're gonna go into this, and if you're the type of player who doesn't have very good accuracy, man, don't worry about it. Anyways, guys, drop a like on this video before this little critter starts crawling all up on you. You don't want that to happen. And yeah, if we could get 1,000 likes on this video, that would be super insane, and I would be super happy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and let me know down in the comments below how many times have you placed in the top 10. So thank God we actually get to see that finally. I think I have something like 70 something placements in top 10, and I've probably only played like 150 games. So I mean, that kind of sucks. But yeah, let's get into this, guys. The first thing I want to talk about is the distance. So you got short distance, you got medium distance, and you got that long range distance. So there's 3 different ways that you should be firing your weapons in all of these instances. For one, if you're doing the short distance, you want to hold the fire button, but you also want to be able to shoot the enemy before you aim down sights. So you want to start shooting at the enemy while hip firing, and then slowly start aiming down sights to be a lot more accurate. Now when you do this, you want to also be in the habit of aiming for the enemy's head when you're in the close range, because the head is going to be very easy to hit. It's a very big target when you're very close to them, and it's going to drop them a lot faster than if you were aiming in the chest or something. Now for mid distance, this is where it changed. You're going to want to obviously still hold the fire button. You want to hold it so all the bullets come out as fast as possible, but in this distance you kind of want to aim for the upper chest because of how far the enemy is. He appears to be smaller, which means that if you are aiming for the head, it's going to be a lot harder to actually hit him there. And once you actually hit him in the chest, once he starts shooting at you, your gun is going to flinch, your character is going to flinch, you're going to get some recoil, and you're going to end up hitting him in the head. So once he shoots at you, he's actually doing you a favor by helping you kill him faster with those headshots. So always aim for the upper chest in the mid-range. Now for the long distance, this is where you got to change everything. You want to aim just anywhere you could possibly hit on the body, which is the stomach, the chest, and stuff. That's usually the biggest target on an enemy. And for this, you want to tap fire. So instead of like pressing R2 and holding it, you want to press it for a second to let go, press it, let go, press it, let go, and this is going to make your gun a lot more accurate at those distances, especially the recoil. Even the M4A1 that doesn't have any recoil, what it seems like up close, does have some at longer ranges. So you want to make sure you tap fire for that. Number 2, let's get into the sensitivity. I've spoken about this a lot, so we're going to go over this one really quickly, but you want to adjust your sensitivity and your ADS sensitivity, your sensitivity while aiming down sights. That's what ADS stands for. So for your regular sensitivity, you want to keep it anywhere between 5 and 13, which if you like 5, I mean, it's nice, you could still turn on people, and if you like 13, which I think is a little high, it's still nice. But I wouldn't recommend playing on 1 because then you can never turn on guys, and I wouldn't recommend playing on 20 because then it's just way too fast. Unless you're a freak and you're good at that, props to you. Now the ADS sensitivity, this is where it gets super important. It's defaulted at 1.00, but you want to lower that a little bit. You want to put it anywhere between 0.85 and 0.95. This is going to help you stay on target. It's going to keep your gun from moving left and right really fast and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of going to glue on to the enemies as long as you're using it and stuff. So make sure you drop that just a little lower and it should feel a lot better. Now at number 3, this is not much. This is just, I want to say, I use Control Freaks. I'm also sponsored by them, so if you guys want, get yourself a pair for 10% off. They actually do help out so damn much with accuracy. I haven't ever not used one that I could remember ever since like Black Ops 3 or something like that. I've been using Control Freaks over and over again, or even before that, and it really changes your accuracy. It makes you so much better. So go ahead, use code IT'sNick, save yourself 10% on one of those. But let's move on to number 4 right now, and this is actually to play against bots in a private match. But you don't want to just go into any random private match and put bots on. There's a few settings you want to set here. Now, it might not seem like a lot, like it's hard or anything. You could put the bots on recruit, which means that they're super easy. So how is that going to help you with your accuracy? Well, you guys are going to see in a second here. What you want to do is make the enemy team filled with bots. You want to fill as many bots as you can on the enemy team and have 0 bots on your team. You could turn on the radar for this. It does actually help a little bit. But next off, you want to turn off aim assist. Completely turn off the aim assist so you have no help at all whatsoever. You have to actually aim at them. And to make it even harder, you want to set it to headshots only. So you want to set it to only be able to shoot them in the head, and you want to set the health to the maximum. So like 200 health if that's the max, 250, whatever it is, that's what you want to set it to. So you have to actually hit them in the head a few times and not just once. And this is going to make it really hard, and it's going to focus, or force I should say, you guys to actually start aiming at the head. And once you get back online, aiming at those headshots, turn on your aim assist, and having that aim assist on is going to be so much easier, and you're going to be hitting those headshots so much easier. So go get like 200-300 kills on bots with aim assist turned off and headshots turned on, and then go online and you're gonna see it's so much damn easier. So do that maybe once a day, every time before you start playing. Just go get 100-300 kills on bots and have fun. Now I want to say number 5, this is to keep your crosshair, that little circle, that little dot in the center of your crosshair, exactly where you think the enemies are going to be. If you see that enemies run into a building, make sure that you're actually aiming it at a window that you think they'll pop out of, or a door that you think they're going to come out of. This is actually really good. Now this is a little harder to do in Warzone, because Warzone, you can't really know where all the enemies are. There's so many people and the map is huge. But if you do see someone run somewhere, make sure to have that dot ready. Don't aim it towards the floor and start sprinting at them, because then by the time they see you, it's going to take you a few seconds longer just to adjust your aim. So always have that ready. Now another one is to make yourself a hard target. If you make yourself a harder target, this actually helps you a lot for shooting at the enemies. So you want to become the hardest target to hit. And how do you do this? You could do it with height advantage. You could get on top of a building, they'll only see your head, so it's going to be hard to hit you. You could do it through head glitching, where you stand behind an object and only your head is visible to the enemies, meaning that they're going to have a tougher time aiming at you while you're shooting at them. It's going to be a lot easier and all that kind of stuff. And the last one is to move fast while you're shooting at them, left and right, sway left and right, and make yourself a harder target so you get less flinch, you get less all that kind of stuff. And this is better at close and mid range, and it's going to be a lot better for you to actually hit those type of shots. And as long as your hard targets hit, definitely go for it. Now number 7, you guys want to anticipate the enemy's next move. Now this could be hard to know exactly where they are, and if you're new to the game, you might not know exactly how certain players play this game. But once you play this game for a while, it just comes natural. You're gonna know where the enemies are. So let's say, for example, an enemy is hiding behind a rock. Try to guess exactly where he's gonna stick his head out of the next time he tries to shoot at you, and have your gun already aiming down sights, ready to shoot him the millisecond he pops up, like a whack-a-mole, and you want to just smack him over and over again and just tear his shield like crazy. And once his shield is torn off completely, go ahead and try and rush him if you can, and you should be able to get those kills nice and easily. Now the next one I want to talk about, number 8 here, and we have one more after this one. But at number 8, you want to make sure when you're going for long shots that you crouch or go completely prone. Now you don't have to do this every time, it depends on the situation, but you want to crouch. Now this doesn't only make you a harder target to hit because it makes you really small to the enemy, it actually helps you a lot. This makes your crosshairs a lot smaller, meaning that your gun is going to have a less bullet spread when you're shooting at the enemies. Most of those bullets should be able to directly hit on target exactly where you're aiming, and if you're tap firing, it just resets the crosshairs over and over again, making it so easy to hit those long shots. So if you see people always smacking people at long range and stuff like that, they're most likely crouching and doing all this type of stuff. So definitely go ahead and do that. And the last one I want to say right here is to practice aiming at objects every so often. You're running around the map, you're playing the game, you know there's no enemies in sight, focus on a tree and be like, okay, I'm gonna aim right at that tree, spin around and stop and aim right at that tree. Do whatever you gotta do. You see a little sign in the distance, try to aim in right at it and not aiming in away from it. Try to hit it the second you aim in and stuff like that. It's gonna actually help you out a lot. It's gonna keep you guys focused throughout the game, because it is Warzone. You are gonna lose focus, especially if you don't get into a gunfight for like 10 minutes. The next gunfight you get into is gonna be a surprise and you might not be ready for it. So just always be ready for these kinds of stuff. Make yourself a hard target to hit when running around as well out in the the open, slide, crouch, all that kind of stuff, jump around, and just make yourself very hard to hit. But that is going to be it for the video today, guys. I hope these 9 tips actually do help you, and you do get a lot better aim and a lot better accuracy at all these certain distances and start winning more gunfights. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning, if we could go for 1,000 likes, that would be super cool. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We're so close to 540,000. We just passed 536, so that is amazing. And yeah, just let me know down in the comments below how many or 10th place or in top 10 or whatever it is you guys have placed in. Anyways, guys, my name is Nick. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.